forgot to turn on my light. Ryan, thanks for the sub. What do you mean no audio? Can you not hear me? Oh wait, I should probably fix my microphone. Oh no audio. Oh, I think it's because I don't have it set up on that screen. Oh no, Stitch fell. Is the music too loud? Leave it there. Got a toolbox. And then there's a piece of case foam here. Got the plates. We have FR4 and aluminum. And then PCB and foams. I'm probably gonna skip the foam for now. Hey, Mochief, how you doing? Now, I don't know if this is... I think this is the 1.6 PCB, but I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out when I need or don't need shims for stabs. Can you not hear me? Is my audio not working at all? Oh, it's fine now? Okay. Alright, let's see. I'm not going to lube stabs because I have... Oh, okay. I have a bunch of boards that I sold that I took apart and have so many leftover stabs. Let's see, how many do I need? That's good. All right. Let's see. So how are you guys doing? How's your day going? Actually, I think there's a screwdriver in here, so I don't need to grab mine. Yep, there is. Can send you my I have some. I just have a bunch of just ones that I don't like. I mean, that aren't in a board right now that I just have that I took out. Did you not like them? I personally don't think they're worth getting overnight stabs. So, I don't know. Oh, this is kind of cool. So they have a little shrink wrap tube on the driver so that it doesn't You know, if you need to use it anywhere near the edges of the board, it's not gonna mess it up. That's pretty cool. No, what didn't you like about them? They're kind of annoying to use as clip-ins, no? Because they don't actually lock in, so they just lift up if you're rebuilding. I'm just hoping night clip-ins actually get released sometime soon. Because I believe they last time someone asked for an update, they mentioned May, and May is over. I bought into the hype, but they were disappointing. As far I didn't like that clip-in and weird screw mechanism. Yeah, they're just weird. So I had V1, and I thought that they didn't have the weird screw thing. It was just normal screws. But what I didn't like about V1 was that you had to adjust the tightness of the screw way too often, because um, that was kind of how you adjusted the stab. So if you didn't screw it in all the way, it would or screwed it in too tight, it just wouldn't return, which really annoyed me. So when I saw that there was a V2, I didn't really have high hopes for it. I did see that there were changes for it, so I did end up buying some, and I don't think they're terrible. I think they're usable. Like, they're not hard to mod. Um, so far they haven't started like ticking yet or anything. I haven't had to fix them, but I wouldn't take them overnight subs. It's just not worth it. The screw doesn't go in properly. Yeah, it's a little. It's way too finicky. Like, you need to do extra stuff, extra steps to get it to work perfectly. I kind of felt the same about the what are those Type Plus, but Type Plus are actually, I think, pretty good. I think they're an alternative to Knights, more so than 4-rep. I like Knights in Designer Studio. Designer Studio is also really good. I bought one set when they first came out. I like that they have colorful ones and like with sparkly casings. Not that it matters, but it looks nice. Um, but yeah, those are pretty good. They haven't failed me. The one set that I bought. Now, I don't use any boards that have or that need plate stabs, but I heard Designer Studio also has really good plate stabs. This PCB does not support split backspace, so we're not going to be able to do split backspace, or I'm not going to be able to, I guess. That's not the worst thing, though. I don't. It's not a. It's not a 60, so it has the nav cluster, so I don't need split backspace on it. Have other if you guys have seen any other content on this board, have other creators what have they covered this color? What keycaps have they used? I genuinely don't know what I'm gonna use. Like, my plan is to use Kentugi, because Kikobo shipped me a set early and I have it. But I'm not sure how it'll look. To be honest, I think this might be too dark of a gold, but we will try it. Also, I guess another question for people who have been following this board: do we need Foam. Does it need foam? I don't mind the use of foam. I would prefer if it didn't, but um, if it needs it, I'll use it. Or I guess we can try it without and then fix it if it needs it. And then I believe this is FR4. This is a really nice looking FR4 plate, by the way. It's got the Gray Studios on it. And we also have aluminum. I don't like using FR4 plates personally, but if you guys want to see how it sounds, we can. But I will go with aluminum first. Hey Vice, how you doing? For 1.6, you shouldn't need one. Okay. Oh, I haven't used either of these in a full board yet. It's Macchiato V2 and Crepe. Which one do you guys think I should use for this? Give you guys a minute for someone to call one in chat. First one that I see is the one I'll pick. Crepe? Okay. How you doing, Vice? I'm good. Boyfriend cheating on me with a dog. Yeah, from trying them in hand and just putting a couple in a few keys on a board, they sound really nice. So I have high hopes for both. I think both will work well. Yeah, we'll use both plates. So I'll rebuild it after this. And then you guys can decide if we should use foam or not in the second build with FR4. Where is my plate fork? There it is. Yours is coming Monday? Nice. Did you get, what, your board or your Kintsugi? Sorry. I know we were talking about both. What color did you get, if it's the board? Pukey999. Hello, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. I see you're a first-time chatter. Glad to see you. Macchiato. Oh, your switches. Okay. But did you get an infinite 70? I think I thought you were one of the people that were talking in that channel before. I don't remember. But yeah, I saw that the dry camellia is finally stocked or restocked. That's good. Those are definitely worth a try. I find the dry ones a little too thin for my liking, if I'm being honest. I have thought about hand lubing them a little bit, but I'm also very lazy. Also, I would like to spring swap them because I have the first version that came out, so they're only the light springs. Black Cherry when? I have finished up the kitting changes that I want to do. I'm going to make a new IC that I'm going to post because the old one isn't by me, but now that Django has given me permission to continue with the set, I'll need to have one that I can update. So that should be going up on Geek Hack within. Well, I will like to submit it within a week, but I don't know how long it's going to take the mods to approve it. So I would say it'll go up sometime in June. There will also be a Google form that I would like everyone to fill out with some questions about some possible changes, um, possibly manufacturer change, but I'm not going to say that that is going to happen for sure, because I would like to keep it GMK, if I'm being completely honest. But GMK pricing is crazy. I don't know if I would like to. I know people would still buy it if it's GMK because people love GMK, right? But I don't know if personally I want to release a set that is going to cost like north of $300 to get all the kits. I don't like that because I personally wouldn't buy it. So I don't know if it makes sense for me to release a set like that. SWG, possibly, Mochief, possibly. But the problem with SWG is that they're very popular right now, or very hot. They're releasing a lot of sets. Their calendar is pretty. The release calendar is like pretty full. So I don't know when that would be able to be ran, and I don't want people that have been waiting 3 years for this set to run to have to wait another year. You know. Um. So yeah, it's there's definitely better there's pros and cons to switching manufacturers for sure. I quite hope it will be GMK. Yeah, and I want to run a GMK. I just want to make sure that it's not it's gonna be affordable for people, because I want people to buy the set, obviously. Um, this isn't a set I designed, but it's a set that I've been following for a really long time, and I've wanted to I've been wanting for it to get made, and now that I have the chance to help out with that, um, I would like for people to be able to afford it. But yeah, I will take the community's voice into account. Packed till the end of this year, yeah, yeah, their calendar is pretty full. And I'm sure there are other sets that are already in the works for them that aren't on that calendar yet. It's too early, so we'll have to see. I'm partial to KKB because I really enjoy. They were enjoyable for me to work with, and I think that personally I prefer the keycaps to something like SWG. I should go to sleep now. It's 2:50 in China. Oh man, yeah. Go to bed. Have a good night, man. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. But yeah, if for any news, you can always join my Discord server. I'll be updating there as I go, probably more frequently than I will be updating the Geek Hack. But there will be a link to that in the Geek Hack, so if you're not already in there. Good night. Given they just started this year, they've become crazy popular. Yeah, and I think, I mean, obviously, they had a lot of these sets lined up, right? Like they started this year, but they've probably been working for a few months before that to have a good lineup of sets to produce coming into the game. I might leave this in, but yeah, the price and the quality of their keycaps being so high, the quality being high, the price being low, it's great. I think it's great. I would like to see some more original sets. I know they have a bazillion like old GMK sets running through them right now, but I would like to see more original sets. That's my personal preference, though. Um, that's not to say the sets they're running are bad. I've bought a couple myself, so wonder if designers are intentionally reaching out to them or if FW is reaching out to them. I think at first it was them reaching out to designers to have a good amount of sets, like I said, for when they start, so that they don't go 6 months without releasing a set. But I think now, after some of their stuff has come out, it is designers that are actually reaching out to them as well. Tars is coming, yeah. Yeah, I did see Tars. I don't think the light mods are my thing. So I don't know if I'll get it personally, but it's a good looking set. A set that I'm going to get is Patty's set, Heartbreaker. It's essentially Windbreaker, but with shades of pink. I like it. Also, I want to show some support for Patty. Patty has been helping me out so much with my projects. So, gotta show some love. It is a cool combo, Mochief. I like the set, but I don't know if the white mods. I don't like light mods with dark alphas too much. Um, to an extent, like I think if the mods are like white, it kind of throws it off a little bit. So personally, I don't think I'd use the set, although it does look good. I like the colors. Patty does so many nice things. Yeah, Patty does. I think the only Patty project that I haven't joined since finding out about Patty or discovering is Solar Green, and I regret it. I just didn't have money to buy it, but both should have extras, and I'll pick that up when those are released. Let's see. Actually, there are some diffusers that I need to use. Heartbreaker for the Heartbreaker himself. I don't know about that. Heartbreaker looks nice, just not something I think I'd want to use. Yeah. I mean, it's not for everyone, right? Like pink sets like that. But as you can see, I'm a very big fan of pink. This is not my only pink board. DCS Solar Green, yes. Where are these little diffusers? Speaking of Patty designs, Summit look real nice. Ew, Summit looks so good. Patty, oh my god, Patty killed it on that. What other sets? So I think for keycaps it's just those two. But for boards, he's a board designer. He designed the Alicia, the Aeon, which I have. I can show you. Let me grab it real quick. So this is a Patty designed board. This is one of my favorite boards that I own. It's really cool. I know he has a board coming up soon that's with I guess it's in collaboration with Bull, but it's designed by Patty. The Dia, which looks really cool. I'll be getting that. It's a 60%. You guys should check that out if you have not. And then he also designed my board, the Summit. Dia is awesome, dude. I think it's so cool. Only thing about Dia is that I wish Patty would have kept that original plum colorway. The darker one is fine, but it's not the same. It's not the same. Yeah, I have not been disappointed with either of the boards I have owned from Patty, the Alicia and the Aeon. Really good. That's why I am prototyping the Summit, not because I don't think it will sound good, but because well, obviously there needs to be some coverage of the board, right, before we take it to group buy. But I have full confidence that that board is going to sound great. Also, it's the it's lifted, and there are some concerns that were brought up to me regarding that, but I don't think it they will apply. Hopefully. Did I put some of these gaskets on the wrong way? It's not closing. I'm pretty sure I did, yeah. But yeah, I can't wait for that proto. My Rain Aeon is also probably my favorite Alice at the moment. Yeah. In terms of sound, it is 100% my favorite Alice. In terms of look, I think it might be slightly behind or tied with my my IX, my 9less from Rukia. Also because I got to pick my own color for that board, so it's a little more special for me. It's a color I picked out. There we go. Okay. Yeah, it is. It's fantastic. I do think the Aeon sounds better though. I don't know if you feel the same way, but I think Aeon is a. It sounds good with any build. The 9less sounds really good with certain builds, so it's a little bit more universal in my opinion. There's just been a new dawn, the rise of DCS. Yeah, people started realizing that you can run DCS sets at very low MOQ, which is great in my opinion. I don't think DCS Dream Alert. I don't think it's going to be my last DCS set. I have other ideas that I think might not work as large runs with other manufacturers that I will definitely be running through DCS. Make a purple DCS set. That is. I'm actually working on a purple set, like a dark purple, not a light purple. Dreamler is also a must grab. Thank you. Yeah, that's a set that that's kind of been in the works for so long that people were getting annoyed that it was taking this long. LolXW9, thanks for the follow. But yeah, there was just a lot going on, and I wasn't able to work on that board as much as I wanted to previously. Not that board, that set. And yeah, but now that Kintsugi is fulfilling, it's finally getting started. Big H, what's up? Happy affiliate anniversary. Thank you for saying that. I didn't even know that was a thing. And yeah, welcome to the stream. Dogs relax on the projects. Damn, I want to be working on things. Obviously, not everything's gonna release at the same time. I'm gonna tier them. I don't want to have multiple sets in production when it comes to keycaps. Um, so it won't be, you know, too many at a time, but yeah, I have a lot of things that I want to do. And then this is Kintsugi for those of you that have not seen it yet. I think it came out great. I hope that everyone is happy with how it turned out. I hope everyone likes it. Some content creators in China have already started posting some content. There is a reel that I'm a collaborator on it, so if you want to go check it out, it's on my Instagram. It looks so good. You being so busy, so I haven't hit you up with my DCS set idea. I mean, just let me know, dude. I'm down to help with anything. Close up. Okay, one sec. Sorry, the light changes a lot if I go that close. But yeah. You got the Weeb Sud Legends. I'm surprised. So this was actually, I didn't know KKB was gonna send this to me. And I got 2 Latin sets for myself already. So I just asked them to send me the Hiragana one so that I can have, you know, at least one of the Hiragana ones. But yeah, this I wasn't going to get this base kit, but I'm glad to have both. They do look real nice. They look very clear. So I have noticed that with KKB, I don't like when they use their, I don't like how it looks, their sub legends when it's a dark color, dark on dark, like on what is it, Mori set, Nichiren. I don't like how the red alphas or the flame alphas, I don't like how the sub legends look that much. It doesn't look that good when it's dark on dark. In my opinion. Obviously, if you like them, don't let me stop you, but personally, I don't like how they came out. Hey Shark, what's going on? Welcome in. We are building the infinite70 with as you can see, KKB Kintsugi. It got to me, so we're using it, taking a look. What does this mean? The happy affiliate? I think like 6 to 8 years ago today, I became a Twitch affiliate. It tells you when you join chat, I think. It's been way over a year. Yeah, it's I used to stream like playing video games and stuff, so yeah, it's been a long time. Oh, used the wrong position for that one. But yeah, Shark, I see that Grass Valley is doing amazing. Congratulations. I'm glad to see sets from new designers doing well. I say that like I'm not a new designer, but I meant it like, for me, Kintsugi did well, and I'm glad to see that you know, you are also successful there. Yeah, first one. That's great. Twitch sent me into a 2.5 minute ad timeout in the middle of you talking. Oh, if you didn't hear me, if you do want to share your idea for the DCS set, that just send it over, dude. I don't mind. I don't mind at all. Let's see. Where's the other? Actually, I'm gonna use the. Does this have an LED? Oh, it doesn't. There's no point in using the shine through. Sure. Sure, go ahead. Ask away. Gold spacebar? Okay. I'll grab those. I will, brother, because I hit up O-Type. I think it's Mia. Oh, yeah. Just let me know, dude. If we're doing gold spacebar, I'll swap it out, and then we'll use gold arrows as well. The gold definitely doesn't match to this board, but Amazing said, love it. Why are there no on-keyboard renders on the product pages? I don't know. There are. Where are you looking? Because I think Divinity has them. If you just scroll down, Unikeys might not have the board renders. I don't know why if they don't, but if they don't, I will let DY know. Yeah, I'll let DY know. I'll send those over to him in case he doesn't have them. But yeah, I didn't notice that. Thanks for pointing that out. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna send those to him today and ask him if he can update that. What was he doing? But yeah, we do have them. If you want to look at them now, I know Divinity has them. Sure. Actually, we should let DY know. I don't see renders for Kintsugi as well. Kintsugi, there are. I'm in California, so I don't know why I was looking at Unicus since Viniki has it. The way I do it is when it's a KKB set, because it comes from China, I will get it faster from Unikeys. So I always use Unikeys for those. But for DCS set, you will probably get it a lot faster from Divinity because it's in America. So buy it from wherever you would like and use whatever code you would like. You do not have to use mine. Although if you do, I appreciate it a lot. And shameless plug, I'm gonna use the keycap with my logo on it. Also, I don't know why I did that. To be honest, I just thought it would be cool to have that on my very first set. But yeah, and it didn't add cost to the base kit, so that was the most important part. Should have print your face on it for the knobs. I mean, that's what Glarsis did, no? He has some face novelties. I like the K, but Unikeys have spoiled me with earlier access and cheaper prices to discounts. Yeah. Yeah, the only thing, though, for this set, you will get it sooner from Divinity. Because it is... because, you know, Signature Plastics ships from the United States. So it doesn't have to ship from Signature Plastics to China and then from China to you. Obviously, that's going to add some time. Do I want to use any novelties? I might use them on the next one. Yeah, I'll use them on the next build. And then you wanted gold spacebar, right? Oh, but I'll show you guys the novelties, actually. give you a close up of them. I think they came out really good. I like the shine that the gold has, even though it's UV print. I know when I announced that it would be UV print, some people had some worries, but I trust KKB. Um, I haven't had any issues with UV print on any other sets that they've done, and I think um, I wouldn't be able to do these novelties with double shot because they go so far out to the edge of the keycap that it just wouldn't work. So you know, it's I'm glad I decided to do that despite a little bit of pushback from some people. It also makes them cheaper because there is no mold fee. Oh, here are the gold bars. I have not opened it yet. I understand why people may not like UV print, but I don't mind it at all. Yeah, KKB mold fees are really expensive. That's the downside. So I think the reason people are very wary of UV print is because GMK print or UV print feels like noticeably raised on the keycap, and it's a weird feeling when you type on those keys. And there are some sets that they had that the UV print wasn't great on it, so it like it would fade and all that. They have improved since then, but there is always the the thought in the back of people's minds with it that because it happened in the past, it could happen again. But I think they have improved a lot. It's still raised. It's definitely still raised. You can feel it. But KKB doesn't have that issue. It feels very flush to the keycap, so it's better in that aspect. But I don't know if that means that it will last longer. Per se, right? I don't know exactly. It's probably two different methods of applying. Um, but yeah, I think KKB UV print is more in line with what I like. Definitely just about feel for me. Really not sure who was running into issues with UV print rubbing off. Yeah, I personally haven't had it. But I know there have been people complaining about it in the past with GMK at least. Yeah, it's like they actually try to. I know there are people that shine sets within like a couple of weeks of typing on them. Maybe those people are having issues. I don't know what causes that. I don't know if they just have a lot more oils on their hand than like the average person. But I definitely don't think that UV print is like rubbing off is the norm. Um, with that being said, though, I do prefer double shot if possible, right? But I don't have anything like against UV print. And Mochi, if you asked about the flow lines, they are they are visible. They're not quite as visible as on GMK Black and Gold. But yeah, you can definitely see them. I will say that. It might not come off on camera, but you can see them, especially on the space bars. I might bug you about running a KKB group buy if you don't mind running a set. Yeah. Definitely let me know. I'm always open to help or do whatever. All right, let's see. Give me 1 second here, and then we'll do a sound test. All right. It's the Fiji Park. All right. So this is the infinite70 aluminum plate, 1.6 millimeter PCB. No foams. Kiki crepe and KKB kintsugi. I like how the backspace sounds. Anyone else like that? I never use full backspace, so I'm not I'm not used to the backspace actually being a key that sounds different. Spacebar sounds good too. Up here it sounds a little bit hollow. I don't know if you can hear that. Does that come through on the sound test? It's not a big issue on the arrows, but on the top 3 keys here, it sounds pretty hollow. Oh. Oh, you can you hear me now? Oh no. Okay. Um so what I said during that whole thing, I was talking for like 4 minutes. Okay. Um it's a this board is kind of impressive with how low cost it is, and it actually sounds good. Um, I did mention the hollowness up here, but I mean, when how often are you hitting those keys, right? Like, it's all about this, and that sounds good. But yeah, it's a very inexpensive board. Like, if you're in the market for a 70 or an FRL TKO, right here. you go on Unikeys. You can use a what's it called, a up to a 30% discount code if you have enough unicoins to redeem. Like, it's kind of a no-brainer at that point, if you ask me. But yeah, like I was saying, it looks really good with the RGB. I know you guys couldn't hear me, but you could see it, right? The diffuser on one side fell off, so that's why it didn't look well diffused, but on the other side you could see that it was. And it does shine on the desk pretty well. You can use loyalty codes. Yeah, that's what I meant. The 30% discount code. It's huge. But yeah. Do you guys want to try it with foam now that we've heard it without foam? Because I was gonna use foam if it needed it, but I don't think it does. So I'll leave it up to you guys. If you would like to see it, I will do it. But if not, I will skip it. And then we're gonna do some macchiatos. Foam and FR4 build? I mean, if that's what you guys want, yeah. I'm going to build with the FR4 plate. It doesn't have to use foam, but if you guys want to hear it with foam, yeah, I'll do that. We can also do an alu build with the macchiatos if we don't go like past 3 hours. I'm sorry, it's much quicker to do this. I'm sorry. I don't recommend that you do this, but it's just faster. It works decently well with KeyGeek switches because they fit a little bit loose on the stems. The black accent badge here, I think it looks fine. I could do without it personally. I'm not the biggest fan of accents in this specific area. But if you like them, I think it looks fine, right? It's not like, it's not weird looking. It looks fine, if you ask me. I do have it, but I have the multi-tool, the TX one, but I've stopped using it because the other day, or like a few weeks ago, I dropped it. I dropped it right here on this board, right there, and it annoys me to no end. You can barely see it. I'm sure it doesn't come through on stream. Here, let me give you guys a close up. I don't know if it comes through on there, but it's there, and it's really annoying. I don't know. I don't know why they thought that the best idea was to make that the heaviest keycap puller known to man. Anyways, it was my own fault, but I'm angry. I haven't used it since. Can't even see it on stream, but I know what you mean. Yeah, like I know it's there. I know it happened, so. Stop ruining your fingers. This isn't the part that ruins your fingers. The part that ruins your fingers is when you want to use Kale calligraphy round 1 on an aluminum or a CF plate. That ruins your fingers. Is that why you wanted a second oblique? No. So partially, yes. I wanted a second oblique because I think it sounds really good and I really like it. But also that, yes. This helped. This convinced me. Where's my other keycap? I mean, switch puller. I don't want to use this one. But see, this, I can't hate on TX that much because this is my favorite switch puller. It's so simple, but it works so well. And there is $5 one on Amazon, which is simpler and lighter and really good. Send me a link on Discord, Mochi, if you can. I'll definitely check it out. Actually, let me just take this apart so it's easier because we're going to swap plates anyways. Lander03, thank you. Thank you for wishing me a happy anniversary. Nice to see more keyboard people on Twitch. Thank you. I'm not brand new, but fairly new to streaming on Twitch. With keyboards, anyways. I think my first keyboard stream. I don't stream too often. Maybe like once or twice a month. But I started about 6 months ago, 7 months ago, I think, for streams. Before that, I had mostly been posting videos on YouTube and Instagram as well. But yeah, sort of new, not the newest. Oops. Yeah, welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping by. If you would like to know what board this is the Infinite70 by Gray Studios. We did a sound test already with using a Kiki crepe and aluminum plate, and it sounds really good, actually. Better than I had expected it would sound. Right, here's where the gasket fell out. I do really appreciate this. I know I mentioned it before, but the little plastic shrink wrap around the driver. It's not necessary for this board, I'd say, since the screws are on the bottom. But I think I'm gonna steal it and put it on the driver or the bit that I use for my oblique because it has internal screws. I'm working on a 36 key board now. Have you ever tried to mess with those? I have not. That's not enough keys for me. I'm sorry, it's not enough keys for me. I know you can use layers, but I prefer to just have at least a full set of mods and alphas to use. This one, hold on. Let's see. Did you try to send a link in here, Mochi? If I see like it's censored or something. But if you did, let me see if I can allow it. I go to mod view. Oh god, I'm too unk for this. I'm much too unk for this. Okay, it doesn't show that you sent a link, but it's 10. Currently writing with a 42 keyboard, so I have the dedicated modifiers, but I'm too used to 3060. Yeah, I've tried. Trust me, I've tried. I can't do it. I do like how some 40% boards look though, and I am always tempted to buy them, but then I'm like, I'm not even gonna be able to use it. You know, like, should I? Should I not? I know it's more of like at that point it's more of like wanting it for the collection kind of thing. And for those in the stream, here is the link to that. The link to that keycap puller that Mochi was talking about, in case you guys are interested. All right, and I'm gonna ask one last time. Is anyone interested in hearing this board all foamed up, or should we do foamless FR4 as well? So for me, I prefer no foam. But this isn't a personal build. So it is for a review unit that was sent to me by Unikeys. So I am open to trying whatever the people want to hear. Try foamless FR4? Okay. And we can always try foam after that. I don't hate foam. I just would prefer not to use it. Oh, I should say though, I did leave in the little plastic film, the very thin one on the bottom. I don't think that would help very much with sound. I just usually leave it in if it's there. It helps to not bottom out the PCB on the case and cause any sort of short with the PCB. Alright, so we'll do Macchiato V2 on FR4. I will say I do like this FR4 plate. I'm not a big fan of the full black with a little bit of gold trim on ones. This one looks cool. Where did I put my plate fork? There it is. Vice, are you still here? I wanted to ask you something. You're here? Okay, did you end up buying the Juna? Or did you get the Jare? I don't remember. HKB Cyan? Nice. Okay. Nice. Yeah, I honestly I thought that the Juno wasn't worth it when they originally announced it, because of the price, but then they swapped manufacturers and the price came down significantly. I think it's a pretty good buy. I know you had been looking at this board as well, right? But you didn't get one, right? I'm practicing self-control. I don't like the Navi. Yeah. To be fair, I think this probably sounds better than the Navi in its stock configuration. Like the Navi, if you get a 1.6 millimeter solder PCB, it actually doesn't sound very bad. Like it sounds pretty good. But yeah, it's not it's not for everyone without that. And the only way you can get that is through Faye after. It sounded good. I kept dinging my mouse to on the nav cluster. That's the issue. See, that's why. Do you just use it like this? Because whenever I use anything bigger than a 60, I do this. This is how I use my boards. Post group I support for Matrix boards too risky without Faye. Yeah. Faye is great though. I wish they would make 1.6 millimeter PCBs just stock though. It sucks having to well, it's technically not a third party, but like I mean at the same time it is, right? It sucks having to do that. Spend an extra $100 to make your board sound decent, so fun. Yep. Gotta love that. I never tried any of the older Matrix boards, like the 2.0, the 1.2, all of those. Never tried them, but those are fairly popular. Are they better sounding, or did they have 1.6 mil PCBs back then? Because I feel like they're pretty hyped. Skeleton plates, yeah, skeleton plates are not great. I have a CN proxy who is Matrix reseller whom I use to get extras, but I agree Matrix needs to do better for international buyers. They do, and I mean, if we're being honest to them, the international sales are secondary, right? But and that's also why they don't have some of these options available in the group buys and stuff. Wouldn't know either of those boards were before my keep days, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, Matrix has been around for so long. But yeah, I think I may have been around for a couple of them, but I wasn't that deep into the hobby to know about Matrix and be buying Matrix boards. The new Key Spencer TKL it is really cool, but I don't know if how that's gonna sound. Here's my drop control back then. Yeah, we all started somewhere, right? I think my very first mechanical keyboard was a KBD 67. I don't remember if it was V2. I think it was V2. It was around 2015-ish, 16, 15. Whichever one was released back then. That was my very first one. And then from there, actually, I went to a Keychron. Did you hear a loud boom about 20 minutes ago? I did not, no. For anyone wondering why he asked that, is because that is my IRL friend, and he is probably here to confirm that a friend that lives close to me heard like thunder. What is the first Switch hit you bought? I don't remember. I do not remember. Man, that's something I have to think about because I just buy so many Switches. I know it was probably something Duroc. I just don't remember. A lot of reports of people in Boston, Providence, that heard a sonic boom. I did not, but I also have headphones on with music. So I don't know. It's allegedly a meteor. Am I about to die? Is this how I learned that I'm dying soon? Through Twitch chat? But no, I haven't heard anything, Ryan. It does look cool, right? I like the color. It matches the PCB. Yeah, it was a meteor. National Weather Service caught it on satellite. Okay, but it was small, right? I'm not dying. But yeah, I didn't hear anything, man. Sonic boom was just from it entering Earth's atmosphere. It's not hitting the planet. Okay. A tsunami is heading my way. I do live close enough to the coast that it would probably affect me pretty hard if there was one. 10 minutes ETA. Oh, 20 minutes. Okay. I gotta finish this build then. Hold on. It was a large meteor. Okay, but it's not hitting the ground, right? It's not gonna kill me. It looks purple. Your favorite color. What does? What looks purple? Oh, the meteor? Someone link it to me. Someone send it to me on Discord. It passed already? It was in Boston. You would have never heard it. Alright, listen. It doesn't have to hit Boston. It can hit nearby. If it's big, I can still die, okay? Let's get the sound test before then. Alright. You're so sexy. Honestly, the brown on the macchiatos isn't very far off from the gold that's on here. Alright, let's see this meteor. Come on. There's no pictures of the actual meteor that I've seen. What is this? Oh, it is purple. Hell yeah. I'm gonna die to a meteor, I better be purple. Oh, dude, that would have killed me instantly. That would where that shows that it is, I would have died instantly. Hey, Alan, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Just the satellite image that shows the flash from it entering the atmosphere. Yeah, I would have died instantly, dude. That is right next to me. Actually, for this build, let me use the full novelty bottom row with the spacebar. Do you want to see Frank's rendition of the meet? Yeah, show me Frank's rendition. Why is he always just AI stuff, dude? Just some random AI generated image. Yep. Oh wait, I'm using the other bottom row for this. Yeah, that's funny though, right? It was loud. I don't know why I didn't hear it. I'm gonna go see if anyone else heard it after stream. But yeah, I can't hear very much with the headphones on. Old Boston has got PTSD. Oh wait, is there an ad happening or did it already happen? I can't tell. What is this? Okay, I'll watch that after stream it because I want to watch it with sound on. But in case anyone is curious and wants to hear how loud it was, check out that tweet that he just linked. Actually, I'll use the nav cluster ones as well. It's Smash. The Massachusetts. What do you mean? I don't know. I don't know what you mean by that. Oh, the toes of the boot. All right, let's use some novelties. Let's get this spacebar. And my favorite part about these novelties, guys, is that for the bottom row and the macro ones, especially, but they all actually connect to each other with the cracks. I don't know if you can see it very well, but you can see it ends here, continues here. You know, it's pretty cool, right? I really like how she did that. And we'll do these. Let's see. Let's take this. Okay. All right, so we'll do a quick sound test with this as well. And this is HMX Macchiato V2 in the infinite70 FR4 plate, no foams, and KKB keycaps. That spacebar is clean. I wonder if it's just the switch. Let me try. Let me put the crap back in here and we'll see. It might just be the switch. Because from what I've heard from people is that Macchiato is a very good spacebar switch. So I'd like to confirm that. This sounds better than on Aloe too. I think it might just be the build. I think it's the build. This sounds really good. Now I'm more impressed, but also a little bewildered because I normally don't like FR4 plates at all. But I think it suits this board. It sounds a little bit more full. I think the Aloe was a little too thin on some of the keys. Backspace still sounds good. you still have the hollowness up here on these 3 keys, so that doesn't change, but it's not quite as high-pitched. I don't know. If I'm picking a build, I'm definitely doing FR4. If I have to pick just one, I would like to try more stuff with the aluminum plate to see if it you know, can match up. But I think for what we've done so far, this definitely wins. Like, I don't even think it's close. Very extremely rare FR4W. I don't know. Do you guys want me to try with foam? I feel like I was going to try with foam because I expected FR4 to not sound that good foamless, but it does. It sounds pretty good. And I don't think it needs it. I don't think I would ever use foam on this board, if I'm being honest. Heading out to lunch at a friend's place. Nice build. Kisugi looks amazing. Thanks for the stream. Yeah, no problem, man. Have fun. Bon appetit. And yeah, probably talk to you later on Discord. But yeah, how do you guys feel about these novelties on the bottom row? I think it looks so cool that they connect. Please, someone validate me. I think it's cool. I'm glad I decided to put in the spacebar novelty in there. It brought up the cost of the whole kit, but it's still pretty affordable. Like, it's not like $70, right? Like a GMK kit would be. But it's higher. It's higher up than yeah, it's a rare spacebar novelty W. Yeah, so that also had me thinking. I'm like, whoever uses spacebar novelties? Because every time I've seen them, it's a little bit too much, right? But I feel like this is subtle enough and ties so well into the theme of, like, you know, the kintsugi repair kind of thing, and having them connect to the whole bottom row is so cool. And then the where's the rest of the novelty kit? One sec. So the one use also connect, the ones on the macro column, and then the ones on the left side of the macro column also connect to the enter novelty, the ISO enter novelty, and the backspace novelty. So if you have a 65, it also ties in if you use those. Hey Mango, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the anniversary wishes. But yeah, I think Stella killed it with these novelties. They're so good. So good. Yeah, let me try to show you guys. I forget which one it is. Actually, maybe I can't show you right now because I need to figure them out. I moved them around, so they're not in the spots. They're not in the spots where they need to be. But yeah, they do connect with a 65 as well. I think it's a small detail that takes the novelties a huge step up. I'm doing good. We just finished up the second build for the infinite70. We tried FR4 no foam with HMX macchiatos, and then we did aluminum no foam with Kiki crepe as well. Rare FR4W in this case. It sounds much better, more full, really. The only thing that I can point out about this board that as a negative that I noticed right away is the top 3 nav cluster keys. It just sounds a little hollow up there. That's very minor in my opinion though, because I'm not up here, you know, using these keys all the time. I know some people might, but to me, as long as the main key cluster, the alphas sound good, and the mods, it's a W. And I think this does a very good job of that. But yeah, I'll show you guys another look at the board from the back. It's definitely not a plain looking board. We'll say that. It looks good. But I think it might be, if you're looking for something with a classic look, maybe it's not for you. But yeah, this thing for me, I could do without the accent. But it's not super in your face that it's annoying to have. It does have RGB on it. See you, Vice. Thanks for stopping by. But yeah, the RGB kind of makes it pop out a little more, but I personally would just turn it off. But that's just me. I don't like nav cluster accents like that. Yeah, but I think that'll do it for this stream, guys. I'm not gonna do a foam build. I thought I would do it because I thought it would need it with the FR4 plate, if I'm being honest. But I don't think it does at all. So I think we're just gonna call it here. Yeah, I will probably post some more sound tests. I do want to play around with that alu plate because I think it has potential. It's just this combination didn't work too well. Not a fan of it. Yeah, it's just, you know, I am not just hating on this specifically, this one. I just don't like nav cluster accents in general. So to me, it's kind of like, eh. I know it's a different color on some of the other configurations, I believe. Let me double check. Yeah, so it looks like for the other colors, it kind of matches in with the color of the board, which I think is a little better, actually. Yeah, I think it looks better on other colors, if I'm being honest. But yeah, I mean, it's not too annoying. It's not super in your face. So it's not that bad. If you like accents, I think this is good enough for you. If you don't like accents, I feel like it's something that you can deal with, right? It's not gonna, it shouldn't be a deal breaker, I think. But yeah, thanks everyone for stopping by. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for being here to yap with me while I build a keyboard. And I'll see you guys next time.